true neutral?
Oh, yeah.
The way you've built it, that makes sense.
True neutral is the hardest thing to play.
No, not even close.
I think true neutral is the hardest behind
Chaotic evil is the hardest one to play without everybody killing you.
I think chaotic evil and true
In game
neutral.
and out of game.
Yeah.
I think lawful good's really tough to play as well.
Lawful good's tough to play without being an asshole.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Unless you're naturally Ashley, in which case you're fine. In which case you act like yourself and you're
I
good.
can pray to him for some things.
Even my character's neutral good, just because I didn't want to bother trying to play lawful. It's terrible.
It's a toughie. It really is.
I don't even know what alignment my character is anymore.
No one does.
That's not a...
The same as it's always been. Chaotic Cody.
Chaotic stupid.
We can call it chaotic stupid, but
Are you alright?
I'm probably more on the chaotic neutral side instead of true
That's the
neutral.
way to go.
Anxiety.
You are very... Oh.
Okay.
I got that.
Bad day.
continue playing your character, and we'll hash that one out. In my games, your alignment does not restrict you on actions. Your actions determine what your alignment is.
Okay.
So as you play the character the way that you want to play it, your alignment just simply is a descriptor.
It shifts.
That's why it's things like, you can be lawful good and perform evil acts, at which point you are not a lawful good person anymore. That's just all there is to it. So.
Evil. So I kind of prefer that, though, because then if you're, like, say, the Sheriff freeing Robin Hood, it's not necessarily going to change your alignment, per se. It's just like, okay, well, one thing's out of the ordinary.
Correct. There can be inconsistencies. A lot of it is your intentions. Yeah. Like, the actions in and of themselves are not good or evil. It's what you're using them for. How the justification goes. It's the age-old moral question of, if your particular religious teachings say that lying is evil always and forever, would you lie to the Nazis to hide Anne Frank? It's that basic moral conundrum. Does it then at that point become a good act? Or does it still become an evil act that has a justification? It's a tough thing to do, but in my games, it's just a descriptor. It's not prescriptive determining what you can do. It describes what you have done.
So now I'm kind of curious where you'd place all of those.
What's that?
I'm kind of curious where you'd place all of those.
What, on an alignment scale right now as it sits?
It
hasn't mattered, so you haven't had to find out.
I know.
That means you already have a list.
You haven't seen the files I got on my fucking computer.
Yeah, fair enough.
I got a motherfucking list for just about everything.
Oh, that doesn't sound.
He has his own middle ground.
Familiar at all.
Do you have odds on which one of us will die first?
I have serious.
It's a 1-to-1 odd.
That was not up for debate.
Cody will be the cause or the death, one or the other. Not really sure which yet.
Right now, it's looking like the cause.
But with the HP, he might be the cause of his own death.
Entirely correct. Like,
No.
it is such a knife's edge as to whether he's going to cause the first person to die or actually be the first.
Oh, wait, Daniel's not on this list?
No,
Oh, no,
actually.
I'm probably second.
He's pretty close to second with his unorthodox takes on certain things.
Yeah.
On Fireball is what you mean?
Given how
Fireball,
my encounters are
fireball.
going, I would likely be second. Because I tend to end up being the closest to dead. In most battles.
I think it's
Oh, James.
as far as who's gonna die,
Do you
it's
remember what my
one.
HP was?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
66.
5.
Technically, are we all dead?
No,
You ended up with 66 hit points.
Yeah, you're 4.
No, I'm not saying.
You're 4th in line to
Am I
die.
right? Am I right?
He's gonna outlive all of us.
It was an easy one to remember because I remembered it was above 60 and I remembered it was 2 of the same number, so that was just really easy.
All
Okay.
my friends
So-
are dead.
No, they're not.
Back into the game.
Yeah.
God, I want to play that song. Nobody else got that reference.
No, I got it.
George.
I think the book.
Going around the group. By this point, with the talking and the theorizing and a couple questions asked of commune nature and whatnot, you're looking at about an hour and a half left before the dome drops.
That's more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Well, because we hadn't actually fast forwarded yet. It was conversations actually run fairly quickly.
Yeah.
If you think about it as in you guys are talking the same way that you were talked here, we didn't pass a half an hour. So, you are going to go ahead, sit down,
And
cross-legged, meditate, and try to commune with Azuth.
right.
Okay. Lathani, what are your preparatory actions while everybody is waiting?
Same thing. I'm gonna sit down with my sword, cross-legged, and ask Bahamut for direction.
Okay. R.
I'm probably. Well, I hate to be samey, but I'm probably going to pray to Lathander. Up to the point where I'm going to cut that conversation a little bit short so that whenever the dome falls, I fucking launch the thing off of us.
Okay.
Right. Of course, I'm gonna be
Right.
stopping before.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be stopping as well to ready swings and stuff.
We're not ready to fast forward yet, so
Ready to just.
I'm a fair and just god. Ballock?
Instead of a fucking jellyfish and say you're
Did you start that again?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I want that on video.
I'm a fair and just God. Murders all of us.
I'm gonna take.
TPK.
I'm gonna take my staff, kind of walk away from the group, and silently pray to this one. I'll say something like, I know I've never reached out to you before, but
I want one.
I feel
Yeah, but they're coded. He gets the first one.
everything I've been
You
through
get the
with
first one. Do you want one?
here and Cyrix, there's a reason I was led to this staff,
Better security than the
and
capital.
the little bit I've learned about
That
you
was
from
really
from
sweet,
books,
Laura. I know
I
that was
really
funny.
think
Fucked around.
reaching
I know that
out
was
to
sweet. That
you
was very sweet.
is what I should have done a while ago,
Ooh.
Okay.
and asking for guidance.
All right.
Oh, that was me getting shot in the throat.
I'm gonna use commune with nature again,
Okay.
and while I figure out what I want to commune with, you can go ahead.
No,
Okay.
I'm just trying to calmly do this without
Come back
messing
to
up
me
the
in a
process.
second.
As long as you are within a close range of the questions that are in the book,
I still did that.
Okay.
you can think a little bit outside the box, but don't try to reach too terribly far.
Definitely the one with the.
I'm a very creative person.
Arkin.
Hour and a half's not enough
George,
time for
would you mind driving
attunement,
me
is
one
it?
as well?
What flavor do you
It takes 1 hour for attunement.
Alright. I know I'm using with my empty attunement slot.
What's it? What's it?
Okay, so what are you currently going to be attuned to?
It'll be rapier,
Does anyone want one?
and
While I'm passing these
the
out?
ring.
I'll take.
Okay.
I'll have one.
Chocolate or vanilla? Chocolate.
All right.
Always chocolate, you know what I mean?
And
I'll
Am
take
I right?
vanilla.
I'm trying to just
Am I right?
If
in
we're
nothing?
handing these out.
soak up my
Cody,
last
thank
bit
you.
of light rest that I have to have,
I
and
gotta-
curse meddling motherfuckers
Can
who
you-
got me into this
There's
situation.
only
to
vanilla
begin with.
left. We took all the
Okay.
chocolate.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll take
Gyato.
vanilla.
Does he
I'm
want-
happy with that.
What are your
Chocolate?
preparatory
There's
actions
only one chocolate in there?
before?
No, we took all the chocolate.
Armor's up.
Hey,
Armor's
George.
up, by the way.
Oh no, I will absolutely take one of the white cake ones.
Ooh.
I will be getting ready to attack the gelatinous as soon as
It's not gelatinous.
Turns out it's not a ring on top,
I
it's
don't
a
know what
candy.
this I'm saying gelatinous because it
Well, that is a candy.
I will get ready to attack the gelatinous immediately after our launches his things.
You say
I'll be attacking it in the same place.
Okay.
And I'm readying that protection from
I feel like
energy.
this is like when like you take kids to the doctor, it's like you're gonna kill us, but we have a sugar high, so we're okay. Is that about the timing of this?
Is this eugenics?
Is this you talking about taking kids to the doctor and killing them?
Don't say nothing.
Survival of
Don't
the
forget
fittest.
you're on video.
Oh no, I will bribe children ever to behave. It's not my problem. They're only with me for an hour. They go home with their parents all day.
No, we're not going to the dentist. You're going to Disneyland.
Why'd we take that exit then? Fuck you, shut up.
We did that with the cats at the
God
vet.
This isn't a guillotine, it's a
We
rock.
have our vet's right by McDonald's on purpose, so the cats are trained. They get McDonald's on the same route.
Interesting.
That's
Good to
something
know.
consider.
I'm fucking Noah
Good
last
to
night.
know.
I would
So
like,
whenever we're taking Cody to the vet, we need to stop by the liquor store first.
I would like to.
Fair enough.
It's STI testing.
Are there any people outside of my party around?
Mm.
No.
Okay.
So no help.
So no help, but that also means this probably wasn't sicked on us, like an angry dog.
I really just think we're on the path
Set upon.
to...
Set up.
Sicked doesn't work in that regard. Set upon is usually the better way to put
Fight
it.
me, I do math, not
You
words.
just beat the shit out of the
I just think we're literally on the route to the
You
lake,
just beat the
so
shit out of the
something
guys
is
till
just
the word
passing through.
Well, it's either I correct you or Ashley shanks you in the kidney on your way out. So
That's fine.
She's
I only need
to
one
do.
kidney.
Our group used to be 15 strong.
The other 7 are buried in the back.
now we need
We're-
to
we're
no,
literally
somebody
pissing
needs
on
to
their
go.
graves.
Somebody needs to go to Target and get a bunch of like shitty picture frames with like people and just put them on the walls. Those used to be our party members.
You want me to get the
Goodwill families?
styrofoam gravestones?
Oh God.
I'm okay with
Yes.
I'm totally down with that.
that. All right, so
Okay.
You want to line them up as you
She
walk
doesn't have
up.
one yet.
okay,
Your mom doesn't have a gravestone?
let's go ahead and finish
You
the
guys want
questions.
one?
Do you remember what I asked for before with Commune Nature? And are you willing to help me remember what I asked for last time?
How many animals?
Yeah,
Which
you
is
you
an
asked
animal?
the animal
Animals.
presence.
Fiends.
Right, you asked for
And
fiends.
was it celestial or elementals?
No,
I don't think you didn't ask for any of those
and
ones.
he asked how many animals, and he said just one.
Oh, right. All right, so celestials,
No celestials.
elementals.
No elementals.
Okay.
Remember, you can tweak a little bit what's in there.
Right.
I know, but I don't know how I would tweak it.
It's a tough one to tweak, but I figured I'd give you a little bit of leeway if you could come up with something
Yeah.
interesting.
But I don't think anything beyond that is.
Oh, shit.
It sounds like we're completely alive.
Well,
Okay.
We'll get
So-
in a bit. We'll get into bit.
How
It's
much
fine.
does it weigh?
Jesus, I wasn't expecting
It's
that.
fine. It's
Help
good.
a brother out.
It's good. We can leave it there for a second.
Okay. There's not really any place to put it.
Would an elephant save me or hasten my death?
What'd you do?
I faked over about you.
Oh, I don't care.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Are you gonna tauntaun this shit?
Why would you tell him that?
What?
I mean,
let's
we
do
never-
it.
we
Oh
never
my
did-
god, that's a good idea. Let's carve your creature open and like hide inside of it.
Let's Tauntaun the Paladin.
I have more HP than you. I will kill you.
I believe you have more HP than me.
So Will's better than you.
history.
I
And
am.
that's
All right.
add my constitution
So-
for this entire fucking year.
The Constitution of the
So
Sword.
mad.
So
I will never forgive myself.
yeah, she was just doing it right off the roll.
Yep.
If she still has
And
more than
she's
Cody.
and the rogue is.
No, she didn't have more than Cody until you added your constitution.
Until this
But she was
level
pretty
up.
close on behind him.
Yeah,
So-
we were like neck and neck.
You did retroactively add it, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I was playing fair and square like.
No. Like, even if your constitution goes up by 2 so that you get a bigger bonus, it's retroactive.
I didn't know.
It's a +1 for every single level.
So I've been playing fucking low these last.
Yeah. Like, what's your constitution bonus right now?
I think one.
-3.
It's +1. So yeah,
And if
it's,
you rolled
it's
high
8 additional hit points just for your constitution score alone.
with a +1 on con,
Seven because I did.
you
add
rolled
last
higher
one.
than me.
Oh, you did ask the last. So
Yeah,
it'd
I
be
did.
7 more
I
then.
was just playing like, well, I forgot and I've been playing, so I just lost out on.
No,
7
it's
points.
it's
I'm killing
just how it goes.
myself.
Like if you were playing and
This is
you
the worst
like
paladin
rolled a
ever.
1 at some point and you
That's
forgot to
how
roll a
we
1,
saved
I'm not
your life.
retroacting that.
We
But the way that your
split
constitution score goes is it just naturally it is retroactive. It's just a natural part of being your constitution score.
65.
That's how it goes.
Oh, it was him I was one ahead. Not you.
Sorry, buddy. You're
No,
really, really
if
screwed.
you're one ahead
So-
of him, you're a barbarian.
All right. Continuing on. Sitting down, preparing yourselves. Those of you communing with your gods. It's an interesting sense down here. The plane of Earth is not necessarily attuned to any of the outer planes. While there's still a sense of a presence, there's not a direct divine connection like you would hope for. Each of you communing in your own way that you know how, and Balak kind of trying to figure things out as he goes in this new turn of events.
I'm too atheist wondering what the fuck's going on.
Arkin finishes her attunement,
Woo! Not gonna die. That's fast.
sitting there fairly comfortable in long periods of contemplation. Absent-mindedly moving the staff across the stone in just random geometric patterns, not trying for anything in particular. Suddenly you feel almost a purpose to the movement of the staff. The geometric pattern gets a little bit bigger. And as you move the staff, you're slowly pivoting on your seat until you're surrounded by a strange geometric pattern that you've never seen before. All of a sudden,
No.
the staff lights up from tip to bottom. Planted in the center of this geometric pattern, you feel your hands locked on the staff. And you feel power surging from your body into the staff. And you're not quite sure if you have enough. It feels almost as if it's pulling a part of your life force with it.
Can I feed my spell slots into it?
You don't have to.
Okay.
Thinking of pouring magical energy into it, and you realize that that's what's been happening. Whatever you instituted, whatever you put in place here, was pulling your magical essence out.
Oh.
Suddenly, the geometric pattern around you flares one final time as the stone itself starts to crystallize and grow around you.